Welcome, beautiful people. Hawthorn, Fremantle. Who's excited? I am so excited. How are we all? Just seen that Nick Martin out. Tell you what, it gets worse and worse for the for Essendon, doesn't it? Fucking hell. Can't talk about injuries when it's Essendon, can you? Because Jesus, they get some injuries. Hey, Shiny Blue, Matt, Hunter, how are thou? I'm looking forward to this one. You nervous, Double Dummy? This is you know what? This one personally is a tough one to call because the most Fremantle thing would be to win this, but also the most Fremantle thing would be to get absolutely battered as well. Do you know what I mean? It's like a catch-22 with this one. Like it literally. Hey Alex, how are you, mate? Much love. Honestly, this is one of them games that's just so hard to call. Christine, g'day. How are we? Like, genuinely, this is one of them games that you just can't really call because both teams are good. Hey, it was amazing, mate. I really enjoyed it. It was good to watch some of the round ball. Long time, felt like, since I'd been in a proper stadium watching someone kick a round ball round. It was really nice, mate. I actually enjoyed it. What's going on with KO? 8 o'clock, and it says starting soon. Well, you're not fucking joking. It's 10 minutes away. Oh, wait. Sorry. I just needed to refresh the screen. It's where we are now. But thank you for asking, Danny. I had a lovely time, mate. Always good time to spend time with good mates and spend time with the missus as well. Shout out Mrs. Pom. Like that. Hey, mate. Got a bit of knockoff. A bit of knockoff product here, mate. Bit of knockoff Pringle. Bit of knockoff Pringle, mate. You can't beat it, can you? Cheers, Paul. I appreciate you, man. Neladan. Them crows, eh? Them bloody crows. Can't believe they've dropped my boy Ramsden. Absolute disgrace. But I suppose Cowshadir is better than Ramsden, isn't he? Hey, mate, bit of knockoff, mate. Went to the market, got a knockoff Pringle tracksuit, mate. I am proper Northern. So for those who are interested, Isaiah Dudley and Finn McGuinness are the subs. I did. I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun, Dione. Thank you very much for asking. Hey, I like Ramsdale. I know he's not like the greatest football player, but he's a good, honest footballer, man. Good, honest footballer. Good, honest footballer. Can I just say that Dockers mascot looks truly fucking... I have got both, mate. And I've got the underwear as well. I've got the undercrackers and all. Got the full shebang, mate. Look, when I buy knockoff, I buy the full shebang knockoff, mate. I ain't half knocking off. We're doing proper knockoffs where I'm from. Mitch Lewis, I tell you what, he'll be a big in. You know what? Big fan of that fade-out Frio jumper. Cheers, Dione. Oh, man. That's what I'm all about, mate. Let's just go with knockoffs. Why pay... Death. Why pay $500 when you can pay $20? Hey, Neladan, if I had the man bag, mate, we would be... Goon of Fortune would be on, mate. Goon of Fortune is on. Also, loitering around railway station car parks would be on and all. What are the predictions on this? Oh, Dione, I'll froth a knockoff. I liked Taj Houghton. Paul liked him in the draft. Is he going well for Richmond? He was going all right in the first. Shebang is a Linux bash scripted. I did not know. Shiny Blue, I do now though. There we are. Box Hill. Box Hill are always tasty. Hey, Dione, I love you. You know who I think's underrated, who we're about to watch now? Call me mental, chat. Call me mental. You know who I think is incredibly underrated? I think Jordan Clark is one of the most underrated footballers in the AFL. I don't think he gets enough kudos. I think... I think, right, if we're totally honest, yeah, totally honest, Jordan Clark played for any team in Victoria, we would be all frothing. Jordan Clark is fucking amazing. Hey, cheers, DD and Langy. I appreciate you. Genuinely legit. If Jordan Clark played for St Kilda, everyone would be like, oh, Jordan Clark might be the best halfback in the game. Legit. I have started to believe that Vic bias exists. Like, I was against it for a while. Now I am totally on board that it is completely real. It is completely real. Victoria bias exists. Hawks jumpers putrid. I'm not a big fan of the yellow number or the gold. I'm with you. But genuinely, I've started to believe Vic bias exists. Because I don't think there's a dramatic difference between Phil Thorpe and Darcy. I think Darcy does more spectacular things, but I think Phil Thorpe is an absolute jet. But the media make out that Darcy is like the greatest player ever to play the game. And we all should like bow down and kiss his feet. It's a fascinating conundrum that we're in. We find ourselves in. Yeah, I agree, WW, but I mean, it's not that hard, is it? It's not that hard because, like, you guys know me. I'm out here watching all possible games. Like, if you were paying me a steady wage that these journos would be, I would be watching every minute of football. But genuinely, like you know what? I was looking out the other day, right? You know, just at. Hey, Brandon, they could do, mate. Could do. I was looking at, you know, the Coleman medal stats today, and Mitch Giordis is 4th on that ladder. I haven't heard one fucking word about him. Like, I genuinely did not know he had existed, right, in the AFL. And I was like, how... I've heard articles of Ben King, rightly so, he's increased. Jamie Elliott, small forward 44. Mental. Jeremy Cameron gets way too much media attention. Right? Sam Darcy, 31 from like 5 games. Amazing. Heard a lot about him. But Logan Morris, Darcy Fogarty, Riley Thilthorpe, Mitch Giordis, all in the top 10. I haven't seen an article. Another one as well. Double Dummy, you like this? 13th in the Coleman. Cho. I haven't heard a peep about Cho. Just saying. Trying to give the love to the people that deserve it. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to give Mitchy G some love this week. I'm going to give Mitchy G some love this week. I'm going to do a video about Mitchy G. I've decided I'm going to give him some love. I like the way that the Freo fan is there. Look, and not one... Like, no one's talking to poor bloke. Bloke's there about to toss the coin. Sicily's, look at him. How are you, Fiona? You know what? My tendency to want to call you Fee, and you've said openly you don't like it. It's so hard. What is your nickname, Fiona? What is your nickname? I reckon Cake Girl. What can we work on cakes? Tears? That works. Jack Martin in the back line. Genius move by Geelong, innit? You know what's quite funny? No one talks about this, but do you remember Stephen Silvani talked about potentially floating down back and they tried it in a pre-season game and it just never happened? Langy, you know me, I'm huge on South Australia and Tasmania in the draft. Mate, some of the milk that the Victorians get, unbelievable. You know what's hilarious as well? You know what is hilarious I find about the AFL draft is no one talked about Mitch Marsh and now he gets an absolute bucket load. Nah, Fiona, I ain't having that. You must have a pet name. A pet name. What's your middle name? Here we are. What's your middle name? Text it to me if you don't want it public and I'll create a nickname around it. Doesn't chicken feet. You know what? I had chicken feet a long time ago. They weren't bad. I'll stick anything in me God once though, to be fair. I think you got to try it, man. Oh, that's... that crushed me a little bit. Hey, tell you what, we could have loads of dodgy sharp lines. Right, game's about to start while we just think of old corny trash up lines we can throw Fiona's way now. So excited. Would I alive a snake or unalive a snake? Mate, I will unalive anything to eat it. I have no qualms about that. And here we are, Carl Amon roofs it out. Carl Amon's had a really good year, hasn't he, since his role changed, double dummy? Ah, dear. That's quality from Fiona. Eat it. Mate, I'd bang anything in my gob if it's edible. Double dummy, brilliant. Great mark there. Iffy works, actually. I like that. But it makes it sound like Fiona's indecisive, and we like Fiona. So we can't do that. I just like the fact that we found out a middle name's Rose. That's amazing. Here we are. Hardwick goes down the wing. Can I just say that Tom Barras legit looks like a Wichita grub? That's that big thing, isn't it? That big... I've had grubs. Great mark there. First mistake of the game. Giant miss will have a shot in front of the goal. Probably not Luke Sayers. You know what? I'm a believer that life is a sanctum. I think for me to suck the private parts of someone to keep them alive, I'd have to have a genuine connection to them. Great question though, Lucas. Great question. And that's nothing about like masculinity or something. I just feel like I'd have to really care for them. Just the way I feel. But if I was in the situation, it's life or death, would I do it? Probably. I'm a good guy, man. Quality question, though, by Lucas. That's an interesting question. Well done. I like them type of questions. Anyway, as I was saying, doesn't Tom Barras look like the kind of guy that would be incredibly good in a bar fight scenario? I love this chat, honestly. Like, honestly, how could you not love this chat? Can't waste it, can you, Luke? Well, I mean, you wouldn't swallow venom, would you? It would kill you. So, mate, yeah, if it's venomous, nah. Langy, can I just say, if that's a chat-up line, that is elite, bruh. Luke Sayers. Luke Jackson. You've got it on the brain now. Completely thrown me, Lucas. Jackson turned it over straight to Carl Amon. Double dummy anyway, back on the football. Carl Amon's year's been absolutely terrific, hasn't it? Tell you what, just chat. Descends into chaos. And it's a turnover. Caleb Sarong, free kick against. Caleb Sarong going to drive us inside 50. Sean, I feel you, bruv. And there is a mark. Shy Bolton, X Factor, Mr. Entertainment. I feel you, Sean. A Hunter, it's a different vibe, isn't it? And here we go. Shy Bolton, 51 out. 19-degree angle. I like that. And here we go. Puts it up. Great header by James Sicily. A little bit of work to do. Jai Newcomb dances around out of trouble. Lucas, I'm going to be saving the bro's life, aren't I? Why would you be handcuffed in this scenario? This feels like we're going down a real slippery slope here. Like if someone called me over and said, "You're right, Pom. Can you come over and help me with a venom situation?" And then they tied me up. I'd think this might not be a venom situation. My spider senses would be going on. Behind. Tell you what, great score review that, Double Dummy. Yeah, Double Dummy. I don't know if you've answered my question. Oh, yeah, you have. Sneaky good year last year. Yeah, I really like the role change for him. I think he's really solid. Big Mark. Big Mark. Heath Chapman. He cuts it back inside. Bit of patience here. Carl Warner goes short. Nice. And here he is, Jordan Clark. This is probably a turnover. Oh, I'll tell you what. It's a turnover as well, called it. How's that not high ups? He just wrapped him round his neck. Hey there, Mark. Hey, Luke. How are you, mate? Good to have you. Hale and Pace, that was a right show. What is the Bombers' Richmond score? Force and Sydney Sweeney. She's very bonny, isn't she, Sydney Sweeney? She's a baby, though, to me, mate. I'm 40 this year, so like anything below 30 now is way too young. Dangerous areas, mate. Brennan Cox with the intercept mark. He goes across. Nice little grab at Corey Wagner. 22-9. Hey, they've come back. Good evening, Maverick. And Brayshaw just calms it down a little bit. Goes out wide. Oh, it's finally popped up on my screen, the score. Cheers, Double Dummy. It must have heard me ask. Oh, great intercept grab. Connor McDonald. I'm a big Connor McDonald boy as well. Down into the forward line. And Luke Bryan. What was the cut-off for Leonardo DiCaprio? Was it 24? I can't remember. Was it 24? The rumour? Double Dummy, what's happened with my mate Cam McKenzie? Up forward we go. Is who Irish? Connor McDonald? Well, I mean, if he's not with that kind of name, it's a complete waste of the name, isn't it? Has he got Irish descent into him? Let's have a look. He was born... It says here he was born in Australia. Must have some Irish in him. Jai Newcomb handballs it forward. Jordan Clark cleans it up. Jaeger O'Meara. I haven't seen that name for ages. Big roost down the line and another big grab by Tom Barras. Definitely, though, when you've got a McDonald's spelt with a baby A, you've definitely got Irish heritage. Like if he did an ancestry test. That's Connor Nash. He's the Irish guy. The one with the obscure Irish name. But you are spot on, Luke. Good spot. Nash is Irish. Technically, Cam Mackenzie could play for England at cricket because he's half English, half South African. So he's like the perfect combo for us. Margot Robbie, you're a bit more in my purview. Very pretty lady. Seems nice as well. Because she can learn, she's fluent in sign language. I was trying to think how I worded that then. I was like, how do you word that? I was going to say she's good with her hands, and I was like, no, don't go there. Boston, g'day. See, Maverick knows. Maverick knows. We could be here in a wee while, double dummy, but I aim to play. So I'll answer the questions with a straight bat. Free kick anyway, and the big lad, Mr. Lloyd Meek. Great name for a guy that's built exactly like 900 friends. Really, boss? Tell you what, boss, because your other mate is Peatling, isn't he? Christian, I saw the fourth quarter. I haven't seen any of it. I have to watch a bit more of it. Here we are, Lloyd Meek behind. Not really, no. Different hair colour, mate. Lucas, for myself. No, that's what I mean, Boston. I was like, you know all the good ones, mate. How is the Pete dog? I enjoy a bit of Peatling. Here we are. In short, it goes. Bit of pressure. And Fremantle managed to negate it out. Only as far, though, as Josh Battle. Has Brendan Cox grown his hair out and it's gone grey? Or am I seeing things? Big Bash League. Mate, I love a little bit of the 2020. Heath Ledger, what a legend Luke he was. Great kick inside. Josh Ward, wheels and goes, looks for Gunston. And Jack Gunston will try and level the scores. Jacob Elordi. Who the freaking Nora is that? Oh, I know he is. Here we are. Mr. Jack Gunston slots it as he always does. 7-7. I'll play with it. I'll support anyone, Brian. BRB, mate, enjoy. I just thought you got so excited, double dummy. Yeah, where is Woody? We need to quiz him. Had a 10-minute conversation out of open train in 2023. Maverick, did you used to have a podcast? That's really cool, that, Boston. We need to quiz Woody more, Langy, when he's here on his movie career. I feel like we're bad human beings. When did someone threaten Voss, Wolfie? Was that after? Ah, right, okay. 2023. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, mate. Are you on about the Collingwood one? The guy that was a Collingwood fan that texted him? Or has there been another incident since? I'm a big fan of Cho. Lucas, look, genuinely, I'm attracted into the same thing as every other human being. I like a little bit of confidence. So, as long as people are happy, that makes me like them. So, I haven't really got a preference. Getting too old, mate, for preferences. As long as you're a half-decent person, I'll probably like you. Frederick! Can't grab it. Tell you what, this could be a very open game. Both sides probably had the same chances. Lucas, back to my original point. As a married man, probably confidence. So if that made him confident, happy days. Boston, always, mate. Heartbeat with a personality. I like the way you added a second condition. I like Cho. He's got a bit of a dick in him, hasn't he? Bit of an arsehole. You can see it. I like it as well, Luke. Tell us, Boston. Tom Barras outside. Great little kick to Carl Amon. How's that not 50? You know what annoys me, with the protected area? Banfield there has deliberately slowed the play down. I think that should be 50. Good kick there into Warpedo. Hey, Boston, share space. What, Stone Cold? Stone Cold stunned. Or, tasered him. I'm of the school you trust someone until they don't trust, until they prove untrustworthy. Oh, go on, Boston. Hey, that's amazing, mate. Well done, mate. That's epic work. So that's the acting game, yeah? That's really cool, man. That's super cool, man. Congrats. Well done. Are you winning anything coming up, Boston, that we can see here? Hey, Lang, if you don't have standards, you have nothing. If you don't have standards, you have nothing. You have nothing. Mate. You know what? It is something that I've often thought of doing the AFL courses for it, to try and get into it. But I genuinely like being able to talk about the games. My fear is knowing some of the people in the industry, they couldn't do this and have fun and enjoy the game and share the love. And that would I genuinely enjoy that. So, I suppose the only other way I could do it is go anonymous. I do know a couple of people doing stuff. Who do it kind of anonymously. That's cool, Boston. Is that something that you hope to do, though, long term? They do a list management course run by the AFL Maverick, but technically there isn't any qualification required. It just puts you out there. Luke, how easy would I be to hate, though? Can you imagine if I was a list manager of the other club? How often would they bring up on the Pom? Can you imagine? Can you imagine the abuse I'd get in, Can you imagine the abuse I'd get in Reddit forums? Ah, God, can you imagine it? Pick 12 and I take a small forward and they all wanted a mid. It would be great. It would be great. I'd enjoy it. I reckon I'd enjoy it. I love that double dummy. Did they go all right? Go ahead, Boston, mate. I'm all ears, my friend. Darcy taps it down. Great header again by Lloyd Meek. Lloyd Meek would be a good centre-back. CJ. Double dummy, where do you stand on CJ? I see a lot of mixed reviews from Hawks fans. I like him. Luke Parry, I'd get some... Can you imagine? The media would do it as well, wouldn't they? Can you imagine? Kane Corns would definitely, one trade and draft period, Connor McDonald just blazed it out of bounds on the full. Can you imagine, Luke? Kane Corns would legit question the decision. If it doesn't work in here, because sometimes YouTube kills links for other things, either email me at PommyInOzYT@gmail.com or just contact me on socials. Sometimes it does it and I can't see it as well. It's one of the things. As a parent, Lucas, I am very embracive of the kids experimenting, listening to stuff. It's more if they can understand it. Yeah, I've had a few contacts from clubs. Gold Coast messaged me, you know, in their super draft with Jed Walter. And they watched my content and said thank you and stuff. So that was nice. Oh, Double Dummy, I'm sorry that, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. I remember him passing away. I didn't realise he was your friend. Can anyone in the chat see that link? I reckon it'd be a grouse job. How do you start over when you have no friends? Mate. You know what? Hey, I love that Boston. Mate, I'll always call you Boston. Langy, mate. Yeah, if you've dropped a link, I can't see, mate, in YouTube because they restrict the links to outside things. So if you email me, Boston, or contact me on socials and send me it, or tell me it. Here we are. Oh, Impy puts a little pressure one in. Shy Bowen! Frederick turns. I love Michael Frederick. What a goal. I am a big Frederick fan. Yeah, I really like CJ. You know what? I sat with him at one of the functions. He was over the road for me, over the table from me. And honestly, I was watching him engage with 3 of the members and their young kids. And I've never seen a human being engage that well who hasn't got kids of himself. Like, it shows a real good soul. I was very impressed. Seems such a lovely boy. Slobber. Mate, well, I mean, Luke's spot on. You've got us, mate. First of all, we love you, brother. We love you. But, I mean, secondly, just make the change, mate. Be the person you want to be. Life's too short, man. You've always got a chance to change. And change your scenario. Go out there and take it, mate. Lloyd Meek drives it inside. 50! Gunston spills the mark. The Wizard. How the Wizard could cheat for so many more free kicks if he wanted to. It's great, Christine, isn't it? I'm a big CJ and Chol fan. Oh, Shy Bolton. I like a little bit of unsociability, though, don't you, Brandon? I feel like we've kind of lost the unsociability. I think you can do it and play close to the line a bit more. Jules, is that where are you there now, bro? That's amazing if you are. 4 minutes to go in the first. 13-7. You know, the Wrexham game last night, I was saying it to my wife, the Melbourne Victory players were complaining a little bit in set pieces. And I was explaining to my wife that in UK football, the dark arts are so common. And it's why European teams don't really always complain about playing us. And it's kind of gone as we've been more Europeanised. Oh, Lloyd Meek fumbles. Darcy does well. Bolton off a step. Shy Bolton. Big error from Meekie. And great from Bolton. I like dark arts wherever it is. I need to check Fraser Murphy out. Boston, it hasn't come up on my thing, because if you put a link in the chat, YouTube's got a new rule that it hides any external links, even if it is a YouTube link. Hey, it was a very young team, Jules. Their second 11 was the second half. Fair effort, that slobber. If it is on YouTube, Boston, what you can do, right, is, you know when you click the, you know where you click the video, it'll say watch. It'll say watch, and then it'll have like a long-ass number. Drop the number, and then we can just copy and paste that in. Here we are. Brayshaw down the line. Foot race. Cause I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep. Fucking hell, there's way too many tabs open. Narrow road to deep north. Episode 5. There was a lot of Wrexham fans. How's that not a free kick to Jan Newcombe? He's literally been hooked round the neck. Episode 5. Inside we go. Spoil comes in from Barras. Carl Amon clears the handball. And Ambrosia. Great ball in. Luke Parry, how did you find it so quick? I've typed it in and I haven't got it. Hey, Sum 41 were brilliant, Jules. D'Ambrosia inside. Hey, I love that. And a big goal. What a finish. Super Saturday is alive and well. And that is a very good goal. And a very welcome goal as well for Kaushadia. Great to have him back. Lucas, where did you find the full episode? Hey, Jules, mate, I love it. What, in YouTube, or did you just type in? And what minute am I going to? I've got Prime. Avril Lavigne. Mate. Ah, I've got it on Prime. Ah. So is it... It's 5 minutes, the 5-minute clip, episode 5. And 3 minutes, 27 seconds. So is it the 5:51 one? Or is it the Narrow Road to Deep North, episode 5, starting 5 minutes, new series, 3 minutes, 27? Bit of pressure here. Hawks starting to rally. Jordan Clark smothered off the boot. Bit of work. Wagner wrestled in. Hawks gang tackling. Hawks have been really up. And 3 minutes 27. Okay, we've got a break in play. That's so cool, bro, that you're on a Sony Pictures thing. That's so cool, bro. Mate, so proud of you, Boston. Well done. And Barras takes the mark halfway, goes backwards, 58 seconds to play. Great kick there. D'Ambrosio left wing goes into half forward. Kauchadia! Big mark. Can he level it up at the end? Hey, that is so cool, man. That's so cool. That is so cool, but mate, well done. And Kauchadia just short. Flying in Watson. Ginny tries an overhead kick. No dice. That's really cool, that, Boston. Mate, well done. That's super epic, man. Like, well done, man. Is that what you're aiming to do? Like, are you going to try and get some more of them gigs and work your way up? I like Kauchadia. Double dummy. Are you a Kauchadia boy? I'm a big fan. And there is the quarter. It's 13-19. It is a very, very good game. We do, Che. We have a thespian, mate. Feel like you've set me up there. What league? You know what? I've never used Twitter because Twitter became a thing like a long time after I got married. But I'm going to be genuinely honest with you. Surely it's just a game of numbers, isn't it? Surely you just click yes to everyone and hope you match. Wouldn't that be the play? Or am I like being like... I found that weird. But then again, I suppose like in a bar situation, you're going to go up to the girl that you want to talk to, aren't you? Or like in the supermarket or something. So I suppose maybe I've been a bit stupid there. I'm with you, Slotbo. Game of numbers, mate. I think that's really cool, Boston. I wish you all the luck, mate. Like, honestly, just go hard for it, bro. Like, do what you love, and you never work a day in your life, as they say, innit? And I'm a firm believer in that. Like, mate, if that's your dream, go hard for it, bruv. Keep grinding away. Well, that's super cool, man. Like, well done you. That's cool. Hey, double dummy. It's weird. You know what I've noticed in today's society? That I feel like people have lost the art to take a compliment as well. They've definitely lost please and thank you. But taking a compliment, that's a dying art. I'm very good, Angela. How are you, my brother? It's been very good. This time last night I was watching Wrexham versus Carlton. And I had a great night with Mrs. Pom and the boys from Selection Table. So my cup was filled spending time with people that I love. And today I've done 2 lives with you guys and girls. So incredibly privileged. Incredibly privileged. So I've had a very good weekend. Very good Friday onwards. Can't complain. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that, Christine. I feel like that's gone. Only way to take a compliment to say thank you. I agree. I agree. Hey, Achay, mate. Keep up the good work. Do I have the confidence of approach to go, well, I am married with kids, so you would suspect my confidence was quite high that day. Hey, Jules. No, it's not so much shy. I feel like people think, like exactly what Double Dummy says. I feel like people think there's an ulterior motive. That's really cool, that Boston. Hey, check that out. Luke mingling with the A list. Hey, I had a good night, Christine. Can't complain. Can't complain. Tell you what, Michael Frederick Dungar, I'd love him at my club. I'd love a little bit of the Fred dog at Carlton. Bit of pace, bit of pizzazz. Like a bit of pizzazz. Hey, Merrick, matey, how are you? How are you? Hey, Jules, I'm with you, man. So 1914 being a very good first quarter. Hey, Luke, we've made it. Oh, definitely rurally. You know what, Slobber? I think you're baiting, but I will humour you. You know what? I always think the things about Slobber, like the things about like work and stuff like that. The things we don't like about society, I think we choose to entertain them. So like my kids are homeschooled, for argument's sake. You can take your own power back. It might be my upbringing. I don't believe you are controlled though. I can't, cuzzy. If I did that, we'd get copyrighted. The AFL cry if you use still photos in reviews of games, bruh. Imagine if I showed the full game. Yeah, Paul. If they breathe oxygen and have blood, I don't fear anything mortal. Because I always say this: what's the worst that can happen? You're told no. You get told no 50 times a day. That's really cool, that Boston, man. 7 a.m. Foil Grim, always respect that you watch me from the States. I think that's a great way to be, Luke Parry. And here we are, second quarter begins, tap behind. We love a little bit of Foil. I love Hunter and Foil. Both of these guys, hardcore watching the footy from the States. We've gone really deep here. Jules, you know what? Different types of people. I try and give everyone a fair... I always think give everyone a fair crack at the whip, man. I've met horrible poor people, nice poor people, horrible rich people, poor people. I went Hawthorn. Big goal there! Sweetkowski! It is a gem. 25-14. Bit of work to do for the Hawkers. Paul, I don't think you should ever... I still think, Paul, you should never ever think someone's above or below you. It's an unhealthy place to be. Don't ever think like that. Change your way of thinking. Everyone's deserving of a shot. And I don't even know what the hell gyat means. What the fuck does that mean? Imagine if I was... Imagine I'm old. Hey, I love that Boston, man. Here we are. Inside we go. Fremantle slingshot. Hey, cheers, Forgrim. I love that, mate. Mate, I don't think anyone's superior to everyone else, regardless of if you look or you're intelligent. Can I just say, Slobber, Paul, and Cuzzy, I appreciate the new. I agree, Che. Mate. The closest I'd come to thinking someone's superior to me is genuinely just a level of respect. So there is people in my life that I would respect, probably to give them a little bit of a looser argument flow. So in the terms of, like, I probably wouldn't question some people I respect too much that I would maybe, if I've built a real good reputation with them. I'm doing my live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I am live with, what's the YouTube name? Let me make sure I get this right. I think it's Coach's Panel Super Coach. Big goal there by Darcy. Coach's Panel. Big goal by Darcy. By Dylan. My wife. Yeah. Look. Mrs. Pom gets a wide berth of I'd listen. You know what? A wise man once told me, Paul, you can never be upset for trying to achieve something you don't have today. So if you don't get what you want tomorrow, it doesn't matter, does it? Like, if it goes wrong, it goes wrong because you haven't gained anything. So you should never feel bad about trying to gain something you don't have. What question didn't I ask? Sorry, Slobbo. Tell me what the question was. The kickback show tomorrow. I've got super coach guy, Coach's Panel. Real good guy. I really want to go to America. That's probably the next big trip. Kick in by Ginny! Gunston misses out. Big work for Fremantle to do. Hey, Cuzzy, so you're in WA? Have I ever been in a fist fight? Yeah. That's why I've got the scar above my eye. Had a few. It's hard to be brought up where I was in the north of England and not get into a fight. School, secondary school, and after. It's part of the course. Hey, I love you, Paul. Fisting. I've just noticed that. I'm hoping I haven't just walked into a trap, double dummy. Fenway Park. You didn't like it, Christine? I'd like to go to like the rural parts of America. That I'm not a city guy. I really don't like going to the cities. Ah, Big Mark culture. I've never done that, mate, no. Options always open if I want to try something new, though, isn't it? Which is good. Go have options. Yeah, go for it, Boston. Sometimes. Sometimes, Langy. Big go. I love Deer, man. What a player. Oh, 100%, Lucas. I get it. 100%. Foilgrim, where would you say is like, if you like countryside and you like history, where would like be good areas to go out in the States, do you think? Like, whenever I see like American shows, like, you know, like South America, like the south part of America, not South America, Argentina, always looks like the most grass game. It's a very good game, Double Dummy. Sean, how are you, mate? You well? Tell you what, bit of a shootout here, a bit like the first game we watched today. You know what I like about Hawthorn is their ability to adapt in game is really, really impressive. Like, they just suddenly shift. Hey, cheers, cuzzy mate. Great to see you here, man. Look after yourself if we don't see you again. Darcy kicks it forward. Intercept mark. Yeah, it is. Oh, New England. Yeah, just like local areas. And that's off the boot. Have they got away with it? Oh, that's weird. Hey, Boston, mate. Enjoy, my friend. Good luck with that. That's sweet, man. True, Christine? I agree, Luke. It depends. It depends. Like, I'd need to see who the coach is, Angelo, to answer that honestly. I feel if they keep Voss, most of the players are around it. Yeah, it's somewhere I've always wanted to visit, America, man. I can't believe that wasn't out of bounds on the full. Yeah, that's what I thought was weird, because the Frio guy looked like he was going to cry. Can I just say, you know the scoreboard of Hawthorn? It looks so aesthetically pleasing. You know what? Oh, look at that scoreboard there, yeah? So I've got a feeling that he's there till the end of the year, Slobber. I think. Hawks do play a real nice brand. I like the way Frio as well. It's like that happy medium between grindy and sexy. Out of bounds on the full, that one's called. Yeah, Sean, it's not really for me, but that, man. Like, I find it hard to take the piss when we potentially could be bottom 4 in the league this week. Do you know what I mean? I know who I'd rather be. I hope they do, Slobber. I think humour's important, boy or girl. Mate, Paul, humour's like... Your ability to enjoy life, I think, is a very attractive trait. I agree with you, Luke. I feel like it's a very complex one. Langy, some bad decisions. Yeah, so that's why I found it hard to take the piss, man. Like, top of the league, bottom four. But I feel like we'd have to... You know what? I'm hoping that if TDK leaves, the club focus heavily on a little bit of adding what TDK brings in the ruck, but with actual players around Pitternet. I feel like that's kind of allowed them to have that midfield being so one-paced because he's so dynamic compared to anyone else. I fear, though, that they might look elsewhere, but I'd like to see some proper ball-using halfbacks come into the side and some outside run and stun. Oh, a miss! Hardwick's got a bit of work to do. Murphy Reed! Headband and all. Can't get it. Hey, I love you, Boston, mate. Yeah, Sean, Dan does football isn't something I enjoy because I feel like he's taking the piss vicariously out of Carlton. I don't think he realises... He either realises he's doing it or he's very naive and realises it's easier to bully Carlton because of his actions. Hunter, I couldn't agree more, mate. Angela, I'd agree, mate. Top to bottom. Top to bottom. List management needs looking at as well because it's so top-heavy with contracts that it gives you very little wiggle room. Some quick handballs here. Oh, tell you what, they are mauled. Josh Ward was set upon like you'd stolen a Mars bar in the 80s. And here we go. Ginny, good handball. D'Ambrosio. Hey, I love you, Boston. That is spot on. You see, I think he does as well, Luke. Kai Sennett, a philosopher of our time. Obviously. You're going to get into the celebrity boxing, Slobber? I'd back you in there, mate. I'd back you in, Chief. I think you've nailed it, Angela. Ginny, forward we go. Cho puts the body on. Good defence by Carl Warner. Hey, they've been good so far, Sean. Hunter makes you sick, doesn't it? Hey, good luck, Boston, mate. Just be yourself, mate, and I'm sure that's more than enough. Paul, I wouldn't know, mate. I wouldn't know. I feel if you're going in with that intention, though, girls are quite smart, mate. They see through it, in my experience. Hey, Double Dummy, we've all nicked a Mars bar from a shop, haven't we? I'll be totally honest. We've all nicked one. Spots the greatest team in England, does Angela? Bit of pressure here, and oh, Josh Ward does so well. The Wizard, tight angle, big goal. What a goal. Nanny's bathrobe. I knew you'd take the piss when I said the biggest team in England. The greatest team in England. He supports Man United like me. He supports Man United. Going through a bit of a rough patch at the minute we are. Why has Watson got one shaved armpit, one out of control armpit? Why do I notice that as well? Why do I notice that? Here we are. Meek taps it down. Brayshaw sharks that tap. Spins, buys himself time. Wagner is there. CJ intercepts. Big Mark. Big boy Mark from Jaya Miss. No, legit though. Why does he have one hairy armpit and one shaved one? Is that like a fashion thing or? Happy Saturday, Samantha. Thank you very much, Mrs. Pom. You're the best. Well, it was just the way he was stood. I could see both of his armpits. Look at that for a spoil. Armpits is one of my massive turn-ons, mate. Mate, can't beat it. Goal from Jaya Miss. Jaya Miss with a big goal. Quirky characters. It's just it's a personality trait. Shave one side of your body today. Next, if you win next week, shave the other. What is it?
He asked for a salami, cheese, and mayonnaise sandwich. He went, oh, I really like it. Don't knock it till you try it. Well, I just tried it and it tastes like vomit.
Salami, cheese, and mayo. I'll take your word for it, Slobber, mate. Hey, Che, mate, they were good times. Bruh. Good times, bruh. Here we are. Bit of a dance out of trouble from Mackenzie. Handballed into a bit of trouble. Have you ever waxed though, Langy? It's not pleasant. Oh, that's my fault. I gave Mackenzie a pump up pre-game. Sorry, Double Dummy, I've broke him. I saw it, Hunter. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Hey, Christine, it's not great. I mean, look, hopefully, look, one day proper recruiting would be all right. I'm a big Jam and Impy fan. 50. Paul, it does. Indeed. Mate, having hair ripped out of your body is never pleasant. You know what? I've never understood that either, Che. And you're spot on. Couldn't agree more. I reckon Sam Mitchell gives the best sprays. Don't you think, Luke? Do you reckon he gives some spells? I love the stuff you talk about, chat. It makes me happy. And don't know, Paul. Yeah, Sean, the one that we were involved in. Brayshaw clears his lines and we'll go out. Hey, Hunter, it'd be interesting when they do write books, won't it? Because do you remember when the England cricket team started retiring and we started to learn about KP and the animosity there? I want to do Goon of Fortune, mate. That's off-season content. Watson kicks it inside and driven to safety. 99 from Boston. Much love, mate. I agree, Luke. I think he's nice. Hey, I love you, Boston. That is a very good question, that double dummy. I appreciate that. I also think that works for everyone. I think we should, Sean. We should do like a Goon of Fortune PommyInOz stream. Maybe that's why he shaves it, because maybe that's the angle Sam Mitchell comes in from. Because you know you always favour a side when you hug. I'm like a right-hand side guy. How many cups of tea do I have a day? 4, I'd say. 4 to 5. Might be more. Oh, I agree, Double Dummy. I think society, though, puts a lot of pressure. Having young boys puts a lot of pressure on them as well, how to look and how to be. Here we are, bit of a dance and a footstep and a good goal. Connor McDonald. I'll definitely watch it. It's World War II based, isn't it? Rating Sean Goon of Fortune. Hey, Luke, I aim. That's social media, though. Like Double Dummy and Luke. I feel like there's always been them pressures. I feel like now they're more open. I think that's fair as well. That's a fair call, Luke. Here we are, big flip out to high half forward. Big tackle. Aye, Samantha, I think you nailed that. As a parent, I could not relate to that more. Hunter, if you've done a... Hunter, if you've blocked one burner, YouTube blocks all other burners as well. Hey, Double Dummy, I'd agree. Some of the things my kids are subjected to. I agree, Christine Spawn. Hey, good, Hunter. If you click live chat, old chat as well, that helps. Oh, definitely different world social media now. Hey, I'll definitely watch it. Spot on, Samantha Jane. And Big Mark Bolton. Hey, lovely, Hunter. But Samantha Jane, honestly, spot on. Nailed it. Hey, Boston, much love, mate. You know, that's the big thing I've noticed, Samantha Jane. You know, nowadays, when we were kids, I do feel sorry for the bullied kids. I do feel sorry for the bullied kids because it's like, it can now be 24/7. When we were kids, we could just fuck off home. Do you know what I mean? I do feel sorry for them. I'm very fortunate, though, that my kids have a very good online, offline balance. It's weird how it works. That top chat, I don't understand it, because I have top chat turned on in some streams and it like picks out the comments that are stupid. Big goal, though. Big goal. And a very good game, this. Fremantle, 6 goals, 1. Being very strong. And for some reason as well, Hunter, they've now made it native, even with me. When I log in to watch all your comments, now mine automatically syncs to highlighted chat, not all chat. It's really weird. Inside 50, Jordan Clark. He goes out wide to Ryan. Yeah, Sean, it's a weird adaptation. It is a great game, Christine. Down the line we go. Brayshaw. I agree, Luke. You see, Luke, that's why I don't really have any rules of what the kids watch and do. Yeah, it's a new edition, Langy. Hey, no, Double Dummy, you don't. It's good. You see, look, that's why I like you guys in chat. It keeps it rolling. Luke, that's why, look, I have a firm rule with my kids, same as my pop had with me. My kids aren't allowed to believe what I believe in unless they can explain it to me. So I'm very encouragement of, I want them to follow their own path in life. I am merely their guide and teach them right from wrong. But I want them to question my beliefs, my ideology, as I'll question theirs. I don't know how it works, Sean. I think he also sometimes thinks multiple comments are spam. And Dylan Moore getting stuck into the Freo boys. 6 minutes of the second. Hey, Jules, mate. As long as you're not disrespecting people, I'm quite happy for all the comments in here. I think it's all right. I just haven't had time to play it, Angelo. I reckon if it comes down to like $60, it's probably about its money. Down the chart. Oh, Matt Fredericks just misses it. They do. Both of them support Man United. Carlton and Saints are their teams in football. It's 26-all, isn't it, Jules? By my time, am I right? Is it a bad game, bro, or is it a good game? Just low scoring? Hey, we appreciate you being here, Samantha. Thank you for being here. And great comments as well, by the way. I couldn't agree more with you. Been a very open plan game, and now the scoring's gone. What if they support GWS? To be fair, I take the piss, Langy, but I wouldn't care. To be honest, like, I always thought when I was a kid they had to support Man United. All that rubbish. Genuinely, as long as they enjoy the football, I am so happy watching the game with them. And that makes me happy that they enjoy watching it. That's pretty cool, that, Jules. I do think he'll go there. Hey, Samantha, that's the way. Oh, actually, I was lucky my pop was like that. Like, he'd tell me what he would believe, and then he would tell me to go and research and come back to him. Like, don't want clones. And I like being challenged by my kids, because my kids do challenge me with some of my beliefs, and that's good. It's good. I think if you stop talking and having communication, all it replaces is everything bad, isn't it? Hate, anger, violence. I think you've got to have them conversations, and quite open with my kids. I'll answer any stupid question they have or anything scary as a parent. Four minutes 20 to go. Warple. He's been pretty good this year as well. Nella Dan. You know what? I've got to watch that game as well for tomorrow night. So I will watch that in bed tonight. Do you reckon it'll put me to sleep? Do you think I'd be better off watching the first half for Collingwood? Because was that a good first half? I've got to watch one of them tonight. 3 minutes 55. I appreciate that, Hunter, mate. I mean, that's the aim. Look, that was the aim of doing these watch-alongs. We just chill out, talk rubbish, and enjoy the beautiful game that is football. And hopefully there's some people in chat that support them teams, like Double Dummy. Oh, mate. Yeah, my pop used to go on about Georgie Best all the time, bruh. All the time. Used to tell me he was the best he's ever seen. And you know what? It always makes me sad. However, some of the highlights you can watch are insane, aren't they? 3 minutes to go then. 39-37. Okay, I'll watch the Pies game and I'll do the Essendon game tomorrow with lots of it. But, Paul, I think you might need to lighten the chat-up lines up a little bit, mate. Big shot at goal, and it's a huge finish by Ginny. I think they'd have a low percentile, Hunter. You know what? When I was in the UK, I used to like going to like neutral games, just live. Like I always thought the vibe was pretty good just to go and watch a game where you genuinely don't give a shit. Hey, I love that, Ache. It's good. It's character building. It's character building. Did you argue with your brother as well? I reckon Ginny is quite tasty. Merrick, painting my spare room and watching it dry are sometimes better than watching that. I have to watch the replay. That'll be my bedtime viewing tomorrow for ratings. I'll have the laptop out and I'll watch the Carlton game again. Erg. Hey, love you, Shiny Blue. Thank you for chatting, mate. Have a great night. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. That's brilliant, Double Dummy. Good game to go to, Jules, that. So 45-37. Hawks snuck this one, haven't they? You know what? How good is the smell of paint? Is that weird? Is that a common... Yeah, I mean, it's the only way to do ratings properly though, Luke. You know, like really make sure you get the right positional qualities and you can add the contextual with the stats. Yeah, oh mate, how good is filling up the car? Hey, Double Dummy, it's impressive, isn't it? It's a great habit to have. Yeah, I think, look, obviously it's not. It's obviously normal. More than 2 people in chat said it. So I can die a happy man now. It's the main thing. Don't want to be the odd one out. You want to be weird, but not totally the odd one out. Oh, great! You know what? Josh Ward has been quietly good. Yeah, the smell's good. You know what, Hunter? Spot on, mate. The smell of petrol is just nice. It was really good, Sean. Really good. Really good. Really good. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it. I don't think Marvel's the way to work. I feel like... Yeah, I agree, Double Dummy. You just got an uncanny way of staying ahead. You know what? Jules, are you a wet grass person as well? I find the smell of wet grass is one of the most beautiful smells in the world. Dry grass, horrible. Out of bounds on the full from Oscar McDonald. We can do that. You do get a team average. We can do that if you want, Langy. Is it an affectionate smell, Samantha, because you've worked with it for so long, or is it a smell that like makes you hate it? Because I worked at McDonald's for 6 months before I went off to uni because my pop made me get a real job. And gross. Gross. The smell of McDonald's still now makes me feel ill. Ah, Sean, I can feel that. Yeah. Well kept, Gardner. I appreciate that. Oh, I did not know that, Double. Hey, mate, Che. Mate, mate, I love it. You know what as well? Sea air is something that I miss. Growing up by the sea. Yeah, Honto, it was hard work. Yeah, honestly, like when my kids ask for McDonald's, just going through the drive-through, I actually start to gip. Like it actually, yeah, the beeps are annoying. Big spoil from James Sicily, and the Hawks at half-time lead by 8. Very, very, very. No, do lead by 9. I was right the first time. Very strong performance by them. They've worked incredibly hard. Hawthorn. They've held them at bay. And it appears Fremantle now are going to have to find a way. I think it tasted nicer as a kid. I think it might just be because we were kids, though, and we were just super excited. But yeah, I don't like it. You know, the things that put me off is cleaning a McDonald's grill. The burgers make me feel ill to eat. Which, I just can't eat them. I can't eat them. Which I suppose is not a bad thing, is it? But there we are. Right, I will be back at 9:40. $9.40. Yeah, it's sweet things as well. Match price for a large pizza. How big's a large pizza? Pizza's one of them things I don't think you can. I don't think you can be too pricey on. Because it's not really much in a pizza, is it? Let's be honest. You know what, as well? You know what? I used to work with some absolute heathens as well at McDonald's, and the stuff they used to do, it has put me off because as I've got older, I've realised that there's a lot of human beings like that as well, so it wasn't an isolated occurrence. I agree, Hunter. I like making my own pizza, if I'm honest, but there is some nice ones around Melton, I've got to say. Right, chat, I'll be back at 9:40 because I am busting for a wee. I agree, Hunter. I also think simplicity. I think they get too complicated. No, I was typing while I was out the back listening to my dog bark. Some neighbour's dog just barks continuously, bro. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Yeah, Hawthorn have got some winnable games. We were talking about Essendon and Richmond because I think they've got quite a tough fixture list, haven't they? Both of them. Let's have a look. Yeah, they've got a Kelpie and it just barks all the time. All the time. I suppose Richmond have got Eagles, but that's away, so that's an Eagles win. But then they've got Collingwood, Suns, St Kilda, North. No, I'm not. I'm not. Unfortunately. Because Essendon they've got Carlton to come. GWS, Dogs, Swans, Geelong, Saints, yeah. It's definitely like their last winnable games, isn't it? Just doesn't tickle my fancy, Slobber. I like theology, though. I find it fascinating. Is there a Jordan Butts update? Claps lung. How did that happen? Oh. Seal. A kiss from a rose. That's going to be some time off, isn't it, for Darcy? Bomber banter, Sean. I don't know, Slobber. I don't know. Good question. Darcy punch. I don't know, mate. Faith? Faith's a good thing, I think. See, there's Jules with the fantastic methodology. I love that. With the answer, rate that. That's good. Know a few Christians as well, to be fair. Slobber. Some people who are heavily religious. Some people that dabble, I would say, is the best way. I wouldn't say they're like by the book Christians. But yeah, good question, Slobber. Tell you what, I actually haven't. I don't think he's like heavily religious. I'm not too sure his family situation though. He's Greek, isn't he? So of Greek and Iranian heritage. So maybe I'd imagine both are heavily religious nations. We do all sorts in here, Luke, mate. All sorts, mate. We're the chat of everything. I'm open to the interpretation, though, that there is something. I agree. Faith and religion are different things. I think people though that who can like follow their faith, their religion, incredibly impressive, man. Incredibly. It's I'm open to the interpretation. I'm open to the interpretation that there is something better out there. I'm a big fan of licorice, mate. Can he beat it? Yeah, Jeff, there you are. Do like a bit of Greek yogurt. Yeah, because it was Martin Luther, wasn't it, who translated the Bible that stopped the Church of England having power over the poor people in the UK. When Martin Luther led the crusade to translate the Bible into English, so it wasn't in Latin. Hey mate, I do my best. But I like to believe there's something out there, because if we're it, that's quite depressing, isn't it? Don't you think? If we are the most sentient of beings, that is quite depressing. And I think the thought that when we die, it's just that. That'd be quite depressing, isn't it? But yeah. Well, I don't know. I suppose it depends where you... which bit are you saying? If it's just nothing? I suppose it probably puts humanity... I suppose if there is nothing after death, that really scares you how people act. Tom, send him my love, mate. Really? Do you think that's good? I find it scary just how bad we are as a collective. Third quarter begins. That genuinely scares me. Oh, there you are, Jeff. Hey. Wycliffe! Oh, I agree, Double W, 100%. I mean, I try and live my life as if we are it, but genuinely would scare me if as a collective we are it. I feel like we have wasted a lot of time. Great mark there. Oh, Luke, man, that is deep, man. That is deep. That is deep. It is, Slobber. It is. I mean, look, all of us living in this moment of time. Fantastic, isn't it? But it's great discussion. Great discussion. Like, this is like a proper pub conversation, I feel. Big kick in. Great body strength from Jaeger. And he gets it to Switkowski. Shakira, Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that. Jesus, a Tom in some great areas there. Atoms in some great areas. Tell you what, if Richmond win that is huge, isn't it? Hey, Luke, I'm very impressed, brother, though. Switkowski bangs it, 43-46. Hunter, that is even more deeper. No, double dummy, but I think that's because we're both self-aware, mate. Decent alcohol night out though if you're doing that. Atom, I feel like I've gone through like a doomsday scroll, mate. Like at 3 AM down Reddit. and I'm reading a conspiracy theory and like my entire shape of life is cooked. Like I'm genuinely now just questioning, am I here? You know, a good mate of mine really reckons we live in a simulation. A real good mate of mine as well. And it completely terrifies me because I'm like, what, so you think I am just like not here? Like I'm just a computer program? That was... What was that song called? Wherever, Whenever, wasn't it? Hunter and Luke right now, if I was like 6 beers in, would have absolutely blagged my head. Yeah, my mate's really into it. Absolutely trips me out. Really trips me out. I'm with you, mate. And it genuinely worries me. Great little play there. Fremantle get it bad to front. Jaya misplays it quickly. No mark paid. And correctly so. And that should be holding the ball. Oh, the umpire's paid it. You know what? I feel like we need to go meet up at a bar. Jeff, Hunter, Double Dummy, Luke, Slobber, Atom, and we just have some beers and we put this world to rights, right? And Sean and Langy can be there as the moderators. Frederick! Hey, mate, when I watch Carlton, I'm starting to believe it's true, bro. Do you know what I mean? I'm starting to believe it's true. Mate, a bar by Hills Hoist, and then we'll go to Hills Hoist. Great transition, though, by Fremantle. And they've got the lead back. Do you know what I mean? I love you, Sean. Yeah, Lange, I'm not too sure how it works, bro. To be honest, I'm not really fully into the complexities of it. He just genuinely believes that the Matrix was the simulation mocking we're in a simulation. Atom, spot on. Spot on. Probably is proof, actually, you say it, because no, unless AI is completely fucking cooked, bro. Is that deliberate? We won't know because they'd gone to the crowd. 16 minutes in this third. Is elite. To be fair, it is elite. I agree, IBO. But this is the world we live in, isn't it? You know what? I'm going to look up that in the bath. What a spoil by Hardwick. And I feel like I'm going to come out of it a different person at him. Hunter, you know what? My mate as well during COVID was probably the biggest turn on I've ever had because some of the conspiracy theories he came out with there when he had a lot of time on his hands. When he had a lot of fucking time on his hands, actually scared the shit out of me. I reckon it might be just an experiment. You'll be clean at least. I mean, spot on. Genuinely, some of the stuff he came out with was probably one of my favourite things. Like, I was genuinely blown away. Like, blown away. And it was the beautiful thing that he talked with such conviction about it. No, he's not. Yeah, real good family man. as well. Like, really good family man. Real good guy, man. Real good guy. But out there. Out there. So genuinely, quality guy, absolutely mental. And I wouldn't change him. Fair play. Hey, I like that. I'm open to be convinced. Oh, is that going to be a free? It should be for a push in the back. And Gunston's got it. You see, I'm scared. Are Richmond actually going to win that 10-point lead? Jesus. Listen, people. Imagine if we are. Can you imagine? Like, you know what scares me is, like, you know, when you read some of these forums and they say that it's going to reveal itself. Can you imagine how much of a fucking idiot you will feel if it happened? Nah. Nah, he doesn't hate anyone. He just genuinely believes it's a simulation. So he believes, like, all the conflicts and stuff are there just to keep us not looking at the real thing. I don't really know how many of us he thinks are AI and are real. I know he believes in singular simulations, and that explains, like, you know, people who have past memories and different things. Fair play to him. I think that's a real complex way to live. Like, I'm just trying to worry about paying my mortgage next week, do you know what I mean? I don't know, Hunter. Like, I think it's too scary to actually go down that pathway. Might have been Jules. Fuck, I'm an AI. I'm an AI. I'm not really here. This is just purely part of the distraction. But genuinely, it's fascinating. I enjoy your conspiracy theory. But I mean, I'm open to the theory that it might actually, like, one day I might be proven wrong. I just like to live in the moment and just not worry about that. Carl Wagner here, brilliant little passage of play from Frio. This game has really opened up. Just a hologram, mate. I'm not really here. That's why the balls Mrs. Pom throws at me on chat always miss me, because they actually go through me. You can't hit light. Hey, Adam, I think that's true. Thoughts on the mushroom case? I haven't really got my head round it, but, like, that's seriously cooked, innit? Hey, every little houseboy cat mum. Yeah, but then it's like the appearance of free will, isn't it, Jules? Like, I don't fully understand it. I don't believe it. You're asking the wrong guy. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's just assumed that it is a free will. Like, I don't fully get it myself, mate. Teresa's here. Hello, baby. How you doing? Free have a super accurate. They've been very good, mate. 8-1. You know what is scary? I think. Oh, I get it, Jules. Wouldn't you get to taste them, though, Sean? Would I be correct? Nah, like, I'm open to everything, Jules. I'm open to everything being real. Like, any idea potentially could be real. I just see what I see. Here we are, Hardwick's got a foot race on here with Tracy. Does he trip him? He maybe does and gets away with it. Surely that's deliberate. Giamis just threw that out. Hey, good work, Slobber. No, Hunter, what I mean is, though, that, like, maybe you think it's free will, but it's not. It's preordained, is, I think, what they believe. I don't know. I don't believe it. Cheers, Christine. Hunter, mate, lizard people would be all right with me if Carlton were top of the fucking ladder. Don't know. Why did she do it? What were the reasons, Sean? Merrick, I'm with you. Hey, decent effort though, Slobber. Progress is all good, isn't it? Any progress is good, bro. She hated her ex. You know, that's another thing as well, just killing someone. I don't know. I don't think I've ever felt enough hate for someone to kill them. Hunter, I'm with you. Or, controversial Hunter, what happens if we know... Hunter, what happens if we know there's lizard people and we're against lizard people, so they're punishing us by being bad because we're like He-Man of the football world? Hey, interesting, Jeff. That's cooked, Sean and Luke. That's cooked, man. Oh, I think in the moment we probably all have had double dummy, but I think going through with it is extreme. Oh yeah, Teresa, one armpit shave, one not. What happens with that? You're our ambassador for young people and trends. Yeah, Hunter, what happens if we're the good guys? We're like He-Man, mate. And listen, people, I mean, look, I've never met one. Where did that come from, lizard people? Where did the concept of... Do you ever think... You know, my theory, and this is to go with Atom, you've been mentioning this. Does anyone else think that these conspiracy theories come out because human beings find it incredibly hard just to admit maybe we're fucked? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's easier to say lizard people control the government and then create mass disparities of wealth, and we have people suffering when we have all this technology and all the means to make everyone safe. It's just easier to think it's someone else as opposed to maybe humans are just fucked. Like, genuinely, that's what I believe. I genuinely believe it's a lot easier just to say it's got to be something else other than maybe we just have selfish idiots who are in charge and maybe we vote these people in. Yeah, Jules, you know what's weird is I'm a huge one. Great mark there by Amiss of World War II. Like, World War II is my bag, my favourite thing in history. And I hear some of the conspiracy theories and they're very close to the propaganda and the doctrine that the Germans used. Very, very close. Atom, it sounds like a great Friday night. Richmond have won. That's huge, Sean. And Jaya miss. That could be a miss. I haven't read any Sven Hassel. Is it worth me looking for? I can add it to my Amazon. Oh, he's a Danish author and he looks cool. Ooh. I think that's a great call, Hunter and Luke. The Earth being flat is one of my favourites, man. DMT. I think, you know what I think though, Brad Scott, I think they are quite cooked in the past, Essendon. They're being quite honest about fixing it. So I think Scott might get the wide berth. And what would the benefits, Atom, of me making DMT be? You know what, as well, I do find, Christine, I'd love your opinion on this as well, and chat, obviously. Do you not find as well narcissism is kind of being convoluted in today's society? I feel like we use a lot of words to put negative traits that really aren't that negative. You know, like toxic masculinity. I believe that exists, but I believe that toxic masculinity now is convoluted into just masculinity. You trip balls, you meet God. Don't know why you've sold it. You're good at this, Adam. You're good at this. You're good at this. Don't know why that sold it to me. That's the addict in me. Okay, so the armpit thing. Nick Watson has long armpits on his left arm and short, it looks trimmed on his right. Good ball in. Sicily has just taken one to the head. Hardwick clears his lines. Battle has to make the kick, and he does, Jarman Impey. Ah, okay. Inside, Fremantle come again. All sorts of pressure. Connor McDonald, that should be high. And it is. Ah. Hey, Adam. I've enjoyed you tonight. I've learned quite a lot from you, bro. It was definitely shaved, Corey. I agree, Jules. You know, it's also like, like being on the spectrum. I feel like that's also overplayed in the terms of, I feel like that's sometimes used. There is genuine, because my son's on the spectrum, my youngest, but I feel like it is kind of overplayed. Not as a medical thing as well. I think some parents, I'll say, will use that for excuses. And it's overused where not everything is that. Oh, I agree, Christian. I think we have traits. Hey, who knew? Bit of a biff going on here. Hey, chat, I love you guys. You know that. I learned so much. Has this game always been... It hasn't been textbook footy. Oh, yeah, Christine? Yeah. I agree, Jules. And big goal there. McDonald with his little rat tail. Big goal. 54 for 49. Yeah, I agree, Jules. I feel like it gets used a lot. Like before I pulled the kids out of school... Yeah, I agree, Sean. I feel like it's used at times as well as an accessory. So that's why when I pulled the kids out of school and they're homeschooled, it was one of the things that I noticed that I feel like it's used as the excuse. Wattle tree bark is the main... You know what? I'm going to put this in my search. So I've got Big Hanson to learn about. And I've got DMT. I agree, boy and cat mum, and so you should be. We have had the most beautiful conversations tonight. I love you, chat. I really do. Honestly, you make my day. We've covered all sorts. We've covered dating, DMT, theology, everything. Hey, I agree, Christine. I agree. Hey, boy and cat mum. Hey, no shame. I did it to both of my boys, and I did that more from a parental system in the terms of I didn't like where school was going and how they were cultivating them as human beings. That was a personal choice. But look, each their own. I'm sure the main thing I think being a parent, and I could be wrong about this, I think just being there and being engaged is incredibly important. Yeah, you see, I think sometimes these labels become negative as an excuse. Hey, Sean, you can stick around, mate, with us. We love you, bro. Look, we've got a really nice community here. I'm very lucky. Is Atom a lizard person? He's very knowledgeable on what he does, so he could be. I mean, if we believe it, I don't think he is, though. I think he's a human. Yeah, it's really sad, boy, cat mum. I couldn't agree more with you. I also feel like my opinion on school now is they're too involved in the social development of children as well, which I think is unhealthy. Bad kick here! Hawks are going to have another chance. And I'm not a big fan of that. I feel like politically and socially they were being pushed one way. Oh my God, what have Hawthorn done there? $11 and 10, Luke. No, mate. Thank you, boy, Catman. Hey, plus I get to spend a bit more time with them, so from a selfish point of view, I actually, you know what? I hate to say it, I actually really like my kids. You know, my oldest, I gave him the best compliment the other day, and I was like, if I was 11 or you were 40, I would be your mate. Like, genuinely would be your mate. Like, he's genuinely a great human being. Youngest as well. Bit different to me. He's a bit more like his mum. So, it's not a problem. It's just, his humour's different. I love a cup of tea, Sean. Yeah, I agree, Hunter. Mine was more of a political persuasion. I felt like they were really forcing agendas down on my children, and I think it's unhealthy to make your children think politically without the ability to look at it from another point of view, if you know what I mean. Like, when I teach my kids right and wrong, I want to teach them it from both sides so they can know why it's wrong. Yeah, Atom, spot on. I meant more like just in a compatibility of being best mates. I agree. Yeah, Atom, I agree. But we rub each other up the wrong way as well, which as partners do. We have total different personalities, which work. But David is like got my sense of humour. He gets my jokes. He thinks I'm hilarious. I think he's hilarious. It's good. Hey, Teresa. Look, and I'm big on making decisions. What way do you... Well, I think the way that they look at things, I don't think things are black and white like schools do. So for argument's sake, some of the things that I didn't like. I didn't like the way that my kids were made to feel it was bad being Australian or English. And that was something how my kids did feel at times, which I think is really dangerous. I think you should be incredibly proud of the country you're born in. You should be incredibly proud. I think that's so important. I think having an identity, great Mark there. I think having a great belief of where you're from and an acceptance of how fantastic it is really important. I felt like the whole how things were worded, as well as young boys and young women, was gross. Yeah, boycott moment. And I think the big one for me is if they ask questions how they were tarred. Their class was tarred with being negative. Big goal there, and that's the biggest lead of the game. Yeah, Hunter, and I think that's really important. Atom, and you know what? I agree. I think it's important that you know that you should be able to be proud of who you are. And I like it when my kids ask questions of why. I think that's good. So, it's the way I saw it. Some things I didn't like as well. You know what made me sick the most as well was like one of the policies they had at the primary school was you had to play with a different friend every day. And like my youngest, who is on the spectrum, he grows attachments. And if he's your friend, he wants to be your friend all the time. He has no time for other people. He wants to focus his attention on there. And they used to push that agenda that, they keep playing with each other all the time and they need to. And go on. Grow up. Grow up. Yeah, hey, Atom, I'm with you, look. Look, I'm incredibly proud of my heritage. I'm incredibly proud of my heritage. And we've done some good things and we've done some bad things. Yeah, but I think we were taught history differently as well, Hunter. I would say that we were taught very differently. Like, from my experience of having kids, I think there's a lot of political agenda with young minds, and I think it's very dangerous to teach your kids anything politically or socially until they're ready for it, because you can be... Look, you grow fears when you're a kid, don't you? You grow fears when you're a kid, weird stigmas. Spot on, boy, cat mum. Like, I think you grow stigmas when you're a kid. You know, you learn habits. You become fearful of certain things because of what's been said to you. I think as a kid, you need to have balance. What are you going to teach, Sean? I think you'll be a great teacher. From talking to here, I think you've got the biggest strength of empathy. Can't guard me spot on. Empathy is so important. Do you know what I mean? Empathy is important with kids. Because sometimes my kids come up with some dumb things. Sometimes, though, they come up with the most genius things. Which makes me sit back and go, wow, why? Spot on, Hunter. And I think it's really important. Something that I do with my children. When the election was on in the UK, we got all their pamphlets out. And I found it fascinating about explaining... Like, who would you vote for? Why? Why does this appeal to you? Merrick, they do, but you know what I've noticed now? You know what I noticed with my kids' schools? Big thing. I don't see the renegades. Without sounding like a Rage Against the Machine, I feel like the ecosystem isn't set up. I don't think like the ecosystem in Australia at the minute, particularly in Victoria, is set up to be a renegade. I feel like it's incredibly vanilla down. In my opinion. My personal belief. And you know what? I love my children. Thank you, Boycat Mum. And you know what? Mum does a great job as well. Like, we are very lucky. We are very lucky. Ooh, human society and its environment. Business and geography and history. Aye, I love that, Sean. Teach kids the world is flat. Yeah, dude. Mate, go flat, bro. Go flat. Yeah, and I think personality is important. Yeah, so that's me. That's me. I like a little bit of charisma. Hey, Merrick. Beautiful place, Victoria, man. You know, the big thing I notice about schools as well is I feel like we've tried to cater for everyone to be average to try and raise the bottom line. And I think that's killed the top line. So I think what you're starting to get now is everyone be the same. And I think personality is important. You know what? You know what's a big thing I've noticed at schools? Difference of opinion. Difference of opinion, I think, is good. Because difference of opinion means we've got an ability to find common ground. And if you find common ground, you're going to make progress. That's what I personally believe. I believe if you think one thing and I think another thing, we can find common ground. We now have the basis of a great civilization. Right? Because I'm happy, you're happy. We've compromised, which shows teamwork. That's how I personally feel. I think if you start to enforce beliefs, you get violent pushback. Extreme pushback. So I think it's important. Hey, Sean, I think you'll be good with teenagers, man. I agree, Boycat. Hey, you know, but Christine, you've done amazing with Alex. Alex is an incredibly empathetic, mature, well-rounded human being. I've had some conversations with your Alex, and he is wise beyond his years, and that is a credit to you as a mum. Like, that's a credit to you as a mum. So you've done a cracking job. Like, that's hard. Like, Alex talks, I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but he talks like a man. You know what? I couldn't agree with you more, Can't Guard Me. It's so important. Individuality is what makes us brilliant. You know, I come from three brothers, all three of us incredibly different. Same DNA, same blood. All three of us different human beings. I think that's what makes it great. I'd hate it if we were the same. Hey, Adam, that's interesting. No faith in this coach. Who is your coach? Are you Fremantle, LJ? Spot double dummy. I couldn't admit it more. Hey, LJ, send him my love, brother. I like Charlie Kerner. You know what? If you ever get to speak to Charlie Kerner as well, he's really quirky as well, and I love that. But that's another thing. Sport is very open book, one size fits all. Jeff, I couldn't agree more. Isaiah Dudley, first kick, and it's behind. Yeah, Kiwi schools though. I coached at a couple of Kiwi schools. Golf, Jeff. Different vibe. Hey, I love that, Atom. Yeah, you see, Hunter though, I feel like that is a detriment of today's coaching. You look at Fly, he's very open to the change. And open to you being quirky. I don't think we are cultivating individuality at Carlton. I feel like at Carlton, we want you to be the same person. Which is very 10 years ago sport. Barras. I think Amon saved Barras then, and he has. 19 minutes to go, 2-goal diff. Yeah, you see, I think, Luke, he has. You've got to unlock it. That's where the coach comes in. I think Charlie Curnow is incredibly protective and would find that mongrel if you gave him something worth fighting for. And I think that's the trick. So Sean's nailed it. You've got to find the right ingredient. Spot on, Sean. Well, I mean, it depends, because I think being a great coach, you've also got to disregard your arrogance for the outcome and the method. Sometimes you've got to shelve your outcome. Switchkowski off her left! Freo are well and truly in this goal. In it. I agree, Luke. I think Vossi's method of coaching is I've done it, I have seen, I have conquered, ergo you will. And I think some of them players need a little bit, you need to find that motivation. And I feel like Charlie, when he first came, new coach, he wanted to impress. Now it's trying to find him. I feel like Charlie's mentality is he needs to chase the carrot. Once he gets the carrot and you give him the carrot, he becomes settled. I feel like Charlie needs to always have something to work towards. And I feel like maybe that's what it is. I agree, Jeff. But I feel like that's a culture of the club as well now. Where you look at Fly, he really embraces that individuality. And individuality, collectively, will always be superior to conformity en masse. I agree, Kagami. I actually think we have made whatever it is worse. How do I feel about the goal thing? I don't like it. I'm not a goal song guy. I feel like the crowd need to do it. I'd love to work with Elijah. I would love to work with... As a former drug addict myself, I'd love to work with Elijah. You know what? I don't think it's either. I think the motivation is winning. And to get to the winning, you've got to conform to the plan. I reckon that plan is incredibly structured to the extent that creative freedom is gone. Hence why under pressure, they are shit. Spot on, Luke. I think he becomes settled. And I think settled is good. I'd love to work with Elijah, though. I'd love to. I feel like Carlton also has that methodology of trying to hide the truth, which they think is protection, where I think it's the opposite. Christine, you know what? But I think that's another thing as well. Have you noticed how Carlton reacted to the Voss threat and then the negative media around the Bronx chat? That's one, the negative, the way they linked that death threat to how Carlton fans are getting a little bit upset. So they linked an extreme reaction to a very minor, normal reaction of disappointment. And an offset of being disappointed is what? Frustration. Frustration leads to anger. It's all black and white, and humans aren't black and white. Humans are complex beings. Spot on, Hunter, and when you're under pressure, you resort to type. I used to call it in golf, it's your run home to mum status, where everything you do is comfort, so your bad habits come out. That's where you need that creative freedom, that when we're under pressure, we're not following a strict plan. We are following a little kit glove plan where we're going to express what we're good at. Here we are. Cho has a shot at goal. He's usually been good at this. We talked about him at the top of the show. Very good footballer. Here he is. Cho. Feel like Cho needs a nickname. Behind. Sean, I'd like to think so. I'd love to. I'm of Fly School. I think you've got to empower people. You've got to empower people. I think that's so important. And you can empower people. Great mark by Carl Emon. You can empower people, I think, with still an element of conformity. Oh, tell you what, Oscar McDonald proper spoiled that. You know what? Sam Mitchell really empowers his players. Yeah, you know what, Danny, though? You know what annoys me is when Carlton fans are discontent, have you noticed how it's always made to be extreme? So, like that death threat to Voss, it turned out he wasn't a Carlton fan. But did you see how the media linked that to Carlton fans getting unhappy on social media? Ridiculous. Great kick by Frederick. Big Mark. And that's what annoys me, because they're two separate things. You are, look, right, I always say this. Someone cuts you off at the roundabout, you're allowed to say, me. That's ridiculous, right? That is different than driving after the guy, running him off the road and then beating him up. One's righteous anger, one is an overreaction. One is valid, one is mental, right? So you're allowed to be unhappy. That is a big goal, 62-64. Oh, I agree, Atom, but I think I always think when I watch Carlton media about Carlton, it's genuinely, it's two extremes. Carlton fans are too soft. Carlton fans are too hard. Carlton fans are just wanting wins. And they're getting a little bit pissed off with being useless, which is totally fine. It's a healthy thing. I'm more worried when people go, nah, Carlton are fine. They've just lost Nick Newman. Everything will be all right next year. Because I'm like, what? You fucking right? One of the least successful sides in the last 30 years. I agree, Merrick. This game is opened up. 15 minutes to go. Darcy, both of his armpits shaved. Kicked inside 50. Jarman Impey, good. That's got to be a free kick Impey, innit? Oh my God. Atom, I agree as well. Some teams are treated differently. But I think that, like, you know, the line that annoyed me with Michael Voss is people think passion is getting angry. I'm like, no, you dumbasses think that. But part of passion is make love and hate, because they're the extremes of passion. Then in between, there's the feelings and emotions. Here we are. Big chance here. Switkowski. That wasn't Switkowski. That was Brennan Cox. He drives it in 50. Big chance, Darcy. Bolton. What a tackle, Carl Amon. Carl Amon has been brilliant. Hey, we love you, Christine. It's great to have you here. How is Alex anyway? Is he good? We'll have to catch up for a coffee ASAP. I agree, Merrick. And you know what? It's weird that when anyone questions it, have you noticed as well, Carlton fans are the same. If you put a comment in a post, I think we need a rebuild, say, at least 5 of the 15 comments are going to be piss off and support Collingwood. Here we are. Oh, Sicily in a world of hurt. Murphy Reid gets it forward. If there's a handball to Frederick, it's a goal. Oh, Frederick! Jarman Impey. Tell you what, he chases him down and Dudley can't get the ball. This is a fumbly game. Atom, it's fascinating, man, like that. It's one of them things, isn't it, with like all football teams? Right, that people want change, but they won't. It's the change under there. I did, Achay. I did. Kind of made me sad because you know Sam Doherty's Scottish as well. I think it's his dad who's Scottish. You know when we did the cultural round, I did feel like that was an opportunity missed that we could mention that. Yeah, Merrick, and you know what pisses me off the most? I actually think people that just want to accept this are bad fans. I want to say piss off and support Collingwood to them. Make them weak. Here we are, great handball, bit of work to do. Oh, air shot, pressure everywhere. CJ, he hasn't got the ball arms, that's a free. Shy Bolton, Dylan Moore pushes him onto the wrong side. Hey, Christine, I can't tell me when he's going to his fight. I'll definitely free up time and I'll come and support the lad. Here we are, Jordan Clark, 12 minutes. Now it feels like every mistake is worth double points. Yeah, but Langy, like, I actually think it's a great point. Darcy! Oh, excellent defending, D'Ambrosio. I think it's a valid question, though. It always makes me laugh when people say, oh, I think we need to, like, delist. You know, like, I saw a thread the other day, and it was like, we need to get 4 or 5 players in. And then 2 posts later was a guy saying, we need to trade one of Harry and Charlie, one of Chera Walsh. And people are like, nah, you can't trade that. And one of them was the guy that said we need 4 or 5 players. You have to sell. Like what Atom said, you've got to sell players of value. You can't just sell Fogarty for 3 firsts. So if you want to make your team better, you're going to have to sell good players. I love Sonny Walters. What a player. Dangerous kick. CJ's there first. Gets the handball away. CJ's on his tethers. And he's caught by Ryan. Backup's there though. It is fascinating to watch. This could be a good game. 11 minutes. 1 point is the margin. Hold me close, don't let me go. Ah, big mark. Tracy starting to come into it. Tracy turns and goes. Oh, it's a calamity of errors. Hey, Sean, my favourite ones, as Darcy takes them out, my favourite ones are the ones where people overvalue players, though. You know, like when people say, I'll be trading out Adam Chera now to West Coast for picks 1 and 2. And you're like, but then it's still got this because he's shit. And I'm like, okay, cool. Don't tell them that. Yeah, you see, Atom, that's why I think if Carlton are in that way, I think this is the draft to target. I'm different to everyone else. I think this draft is perfect if you've got the boundaries. Big goal by Darcy. Fremantle have 69. Hello. Come on, Hawthorn. Pull it out. Pull it out, Hawthorn. You know what? Fair play to Freo, though. 11 goals, 3. Well done. Yeah, Hunter, my favourite ones, though, honestly, they make me laugh. Trade XYZ because he's shit. I'll get 2 firsts for him. That's my favourite. When they actually say he's shit, but we're going to get 2 firsts. Are you? I agree, can't guard me. I'd like to see, I think it's a very attacking league. We need to get that. Spot on, Atom. It makes me laugh, though, like, the overvalue. Like, you'll say, like, and then, like, people will really overvalue players, like, and it's B graders. At the minute, Atom, you're an Eagles fan, right? At the minute, Carlton fans are targeting your 1 and 2. I'm sorry, Sean. I apologise. Ever since Carlton have worked out that you might have 1 and 2, mate, so everyone's linked and it's like this. Yeah, exactly what Merrick said. It's like, give them Chera, 1 and 2, and throw in Fogarty and Motlop, and you're like, bro, 1 and 2 are quality players, right? They're going to want Charlie Curnow and Harry, and maybe Motlop thrown in, right? To even answer the phone, right? To answer the phone. If you're saying to them, take these 2 hacks and a guy we don't fucking like, they're just going to go, eh. Honestly, Atom, it makes me laugh. And then it's funny when Carlton overpay for a player because you're like, well, by your logic, that's good. Oh, mate. Mate, for one, and I actually think, Atom, what do you think? When you see Raul and Anderson, do you think picks 1 and 2 really do showcase that if you get 2 midfielders from a similar system in the draft and keep them together, look what can happen? I actually think 1 and 2, Cooper Duff Tytler, and maybe someone like Darson Sharp, huge. Hey, shot. I'm with you. So would you like to use 1 and 2 in the draft, like proper? Horrible kick. Yeah, spot on, Atom. Oh, Jules, I've heard that one. Carlton fans have used that one as well. They've lost Jeremy McGovern, so Mitch McGovern, you could probably do a future first for pick 2 and Mitch McGovern. I'm like, what fucking planet? I enjoy great back by Tom Brass. I enjoy the car reviews, I'll be honest. Bro, I enjoy them. I enjoy the car reviews immensely. But I don't really root for teams to lose, to be honest. But, you see, I don't think the worst thing Carlton could do is go for stars. I think Carlton need more. I think they need to raise their bottom end and realise some of their top end is actually a role player. I could not agree more, can't guard me. It was something I hated at the time. I hated the Sarden Chera deal. Still do. I think you only trade for established superstars or what you can't find in the draft. So like what Adelaide did, James Peatling, hard two-way runner. Isaac Cumming, very sound defensive player. You buy them in quickly when you've got the top-end talent and the experience. Carlton have treated them first-round picks in them years. You've bought a halfback and the third best mid at a football club, which should be a first-round draft pick. Not a fan of it. I think that's really poor list management. Spot on, Atom. Yeah, look, I do enjoy the reaction. I'll be honest, Luke. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, but you're in a position, Hawthorn, to exactly buy an A-star for your midfield. No, I agree, mate. Take 1 and 2 to the draft. I don't even think 1 and 2 help Carlton either. Oh, Tracy. This would be a big goal. I think we dodged a bullet because I think we've spent way too much money. Yeah, I agree, Double W, but I think that Carlton need depth as well. Like what Paul says, personally, I'd be looking at trying to see what you get for both because I think Carlton have made an absolute idiotic mistake having so many midfielders on that much money. That is big. Josh Tracy, give it the double cobras. He could have gone big. I agree, Sean. But, I mean, you've got to hope they sort the on-field training, coaching out. I like Sam Walsh. I think Carlton... I worry about Sam Walsh when I look at Jagger. I agree, can't guard me. I genuinely worry about Jagger because of what we've done to Sam Walsh. I've got a horrible feeling we will play him way too much on the ball very early. I hope we don't. Because he's a right talent. We should have done it with Walsh. We didn't. We were selfish. We were arrogant. And you pay the price at this level. Here we are. Oh, tell you what, Optus. We have got 6 minutes. You know, how much do you reckon Frederick would be worth on the open market? Because I want that guy. That guy takes some ripping marks and has got some fucking pace on him. What a player Frederick is. Hey, I love it, Achay. Hey, look, I love the Kernos. Do you think it is Sean and Double Dummy? Do you think it's a bit like the EPL? You get ref differently at an up and about Old Trafford, at Anfield. Do you think the crowd does play into it? I'm a firm believer it does. Hey, Hunter, you do understand the game, mate, more than you think. You see, can't guard me. I think the problem is the midfield. Look at Adelaide, 3 top key forwards. You get the ball in there fast enough and deep enough, they kick a fucking bag of goals. That's what Carlton need to look at. Oh, Nick Watson! Oh, it's a shocking bounce. Great work from Gunston to save it. You know what, though, Jeff? He went back. Am I right? Atom, you'll be able to answer this. Tim Kelly, he went back, didn't he, because his 2 kids, they've got a disability that Perth Hospital is world class at. Do you reckon that might have played a part on it as well, that he maybe didn't want to go there? It was more for the family, so he's there for the wrong reasons? Oh, that's a brutal 50. I'm a big Frederick man. I like Frederick. Yeah, I agree, Double Dummy, and I agree. I feel for him because that must be a horrible position. I agree, can't guard me. Here we are, Dylan Moore, Hawks boy, puts it on. You do not want to see Watson. Can he get there? Go on, Water. Oh, this needs a Hawks goal. Go on. I agree, Adam. Do you feel, though, that a lot of that trade was led from his family situation, which is totally understandable? Like, totally understandable. I do the same. And the AFL's kind of nice that they'll facilitate that trade as well. Oh, Gunston in all sorts, spoiled off the boot. Like, Jeff and Adam, it's a horrible situation. Like, I've got kids. I would move anywhere for my kids. Like, regardless if I wanted to or not. Even if it was fucking the middle of nowhere. Like, it goes to the tribunal on Monday. It feels a little bit like, you know, like Nasir Wanganeen Milwera at him. That, like, Port want him, Adelaide don't have the facilitation for him. So it feels the same there, that Freo didn't want him because of their midfield. He probably would have suited Fremantle's midfield better. God, Hawks! Can't believe I'm cheering on the Hawks verbally. I want to go here. I want a nail bite at 2 minutes. I agree, can't guard me. You know what, though, can't guard me? I feel like Walsh and Chera are almost the same player. One's got a better engine, one's got a better kicking technique. I find Carlton's midfield complex. You look everywhere else, everyone's midfield is the same, as 4 different people. We have Hewitt and Cripps, who are the same footballer. Chera and Walsh, similar footballers. All the other midfielders, meh. Oh, I agree, Atom. In an ideal world, it would have been perfect for him. I feel like if he had to move to Perth, though, the other area was better. Was Fremantle was probably a better fit. Oh, Charlie at Collingwood. Tell you what, this is a dangerous play going so slowly early. It's only 2 goals. Lou Ryan drives it down. Desperate to get in front. Murphy Reed shot at the pack. Josh Tracy knocks it in. Oh, that could be the game changer if it goes through. It doesn't. Spoiled on the line. And now we are in draw territory. Oh, Hunter had cry too. Here we are, through the eye, diddle diddle. Josh Battle takes the risk. Impey spoils it on. Go on. Go on. Sweet Kelsey's got some pace. You know what can't guard me, though? Would you agree? Sean as well. Your team's the master of small forwards, Collingwood. Carlton's entry point for a small forward. We could have Jamie Elliott, Charlie Cameron there. They ain't doing fuck all. Inside they go. Oh, no one can mark it. We are now getting into Desperationville. Oh, that's in the back. Surely, umpire. Murphy Reed off a step. Meek spoils. This is a pressure furnace. Ginny, handballs to no one. Shai Bolton. Outside of the boot. Behind. Oh, now that could be game. Armpit guy. You know what? I might go into the bath tonight and totally shave one arm. If Hawks somehow get up, I'll do it. Dangerous kick. Bolton steals it. 1 minute to go. Big mark. Oh, Gunston ran into a brick wall. Jordan Clark. Ryan. Spot on a chair. I couldn't agree more. We're going to do some redrafting videos, Paul. End of the season, mate. That'll be like our end of season content. A bit more fun content. Big Mark! I feel like, you know, my issue, can't guard me, with Fremantle is I feel like they're incredibly defensive. When you went at like nearly 100% kicking at goal, start playing a bit more territory game, start going for it. I felt like they were always playing inside themselves. Hawthorn have just kicked woefully. Double dummy, your analysis in this game. Do you feel like you've just kicked woefully? 9-10? You ain't winning games? And there it is. Fremantle get the chocolates. 13-point win. Grindy win as well. Hawthorn will leave this game. They had their chances. But Fremantle, through a little bit of luck, managed to get the win. Big win. And it really opens up that ladder now. Fremantle putting their hands up on that top 8 spot. It's going to be a fascinating thing. But now Fremantle, they will go up to 8th. Now, knocking the doggies down. And suddenly, everyone is on 44 outside of the top 5. I mean, outside of the top 4. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? Everyone is on 44 who is in the top 8. Tell you what, thank you very much for hanging with me, chat. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I've got the coaches panel, Super Coach Legend, on tomorrow night. We'll be covering all the week. Thank you very much for hanging with me. I had so much fun. Great chats tonight. Love you to pieces. Do me a solid, like the stream. Give the stream a like on the chat. Thank you so much. Love you to pieces. And I will see you tomorrow night.